Legendary stories, a twist on an old classic, massive adventures, and mind-bending shooters, action, and puzzle games. Xbox Game Pass has tons of amazing games to play. Welcome to Gameless Plus. I'm Josh, and here are the 10 best Xbox Game Pass games. There are far more than 10 games on Xbox Game Pass that could be on this list, but these are the best way to start. Kicking off this list at number 10, Halo Master Chief Collection. The Halo Master Chief Collection is a compilation of all 6 Halo games released for Xbox and PC. It includes the campaigns, multiplayer modes, and all of the DLC from each game. With over 600 campaign missions and 25 multiplayer maps to enjoy, it's the best way to experience the Halo saga and could easily be considered the definitive Halo gaming experience. Halo's Master Chief is really the definitive Xbox character, so this collection of games really had to be on the list, as you can have access to all the games with the iconic hero on Xbox Game Pass. Longtime Xbox fans will have no shortage of Halo gameplay to savor with this one. At number 9, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator is the most realistic flight simulator ever created. It features a massive open world to explore with over 37,000 airports and hundreds of aircraft. It's the perfect game for aviation enthusiasts, obviously. This game is absolutely incredible with 2 million cities, 1.5 billion buildings, real mountains, roads, trees, rivers, animals, traffic, and more. The combination of live streaming of information from the internet along with solid simulation of the planes built into the system is what makes such a vast world possible in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This game is so incredible looking, I really can't even wrap my mind around how they did this. I remember the janky old version of this when I was a kid. It is nothing like that now, it is truly breathtaking. At number 8, Lies of P. Lies of P is a dark action-adventure Souls-like game set in a twisted version of the Pinocchio story in the Belle Epoque era. A voice guides your character through the city of Krat. It's full of vicious, creepy robot puppet creatures that all want to kill you. This is nothing like I've seen before with any Pinocchio story. It's very dark and downright bloody. I played the demo and I was immediately struck by the dark vibe and found it to be very challenging. I died a bunch of times before I figured out the basics. This game is gritty, bloody, and a super challenging experience that fans of the game Bloodborne will love. At number 7, Deathloop. Deathloop is a first-person shooter where you play as a hitman trapped on a time loop. You must assassinate 8 targets before the day ends, or you'll be reset at the beginning of the loop. Every new loop in the game, when you die, you use the information you gained from the last time you played through to get past the obstacles you have this time. It's such an interesting concept of a game. At first it seems redundant, but as you play you see how well crafted this game really is. Deathloop has been praised for its innovative gameplay, its stylish art design, and its well-designed characters. The game has also been nominated for tons of awards, including Game of the Year at Game Awards 2021. This really is one of the most unique first-person shooters ever made, and it is well worth your time. At number 6, Cocoon. Cocoon is a third-person adventure game where you play as a young girl who must escape from a mysterious cocoon. It's a beautiful and atmospheric game with a unique art style. This is from the same game designer who brought us Limbo and Inside, both very strange, haunting, and incredibly fun games that are also available on Game Pass, by the way. Cocoon is a unique take on the puzzle adventure genre, for each world exists within an orb that you can carry on your back, so you spend a lot of the game leaping between worlds to combine and manipulate and rearrange things in intricate puzzles. I have not played this one yet, but I am really looking forward to getting my hands on it when I have the time. Such a cool concept from a game creator whose work I absolutely love. At number 5, Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is a first-person shooter set in an alternate universe version of the Soviet Union. It features a retro-futuristic aesthetic and a unique blend of combat and exploration. It's set in a utopian world with visceral, spectacular, and unforgiving combat. You blast giant machines and mutants with multiple skills and advanced weapons. The graphics in this game are so polished, sleek, and downright stylish. It's an imaginative and ambitious first-person shooter, and it's loved by critics and players alike. If you like the BioShock games, this game is for you. Moving right along to number 4, Quantum Break. Quantum Break is a third-person action game from the developers of Alan Wake. It features time manipulation powers and a unique branching narrative. The game is quite a few years old, but it still stands as a unique experience that is one part hard-hitting video game and one part thrilling live-action show, featuring the cast of Shawn Ashmore, Lance Reddick, Jack Joyce, Aidan Gillen, Paul Serene, and Dominic Monaghan. The gameplay is very much an aggressive third-person shooter, but with fun and interesting time-bending elements. The choices you make in the game affect the outcome of the fast-paced fusion between a game and a show, creating a very unique experience. This is the same company that made Alan Wake 2, and the amazing game Control, which is very unique and awesome. This game's been on my list for a very long time, and I really need to get to playing it. Next up at number 3, Tunic. Tunic is a really awesome game that I played from beginning to end that has similarities to the Zelda games of old, but really it's on a different level when it comes to figuring out what to do. The whole game, you spend your time finding pieces of an old school video game instruction booklet in another language that you'd never understand. You kind of piece together all the different elements of this book to continue through the story itself. You fight really interesting monsters and bosses as you go, and even though it looks cute, it is a really challenging game. I found it to be incredibly entertaining, and I could not recommend it more. Simplistic art style is actually quite beautiful, especially with the higher resolution graphics. Play it. Coming in at number 2, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a remastered collection of the original Mass Effect trilogy. It includes all of the DLC and features improved graphics and performance. The Mass Effect trilogy is one of the most impressive storytelling achievements in all of video games. You can play all 3 games from one launcher and play through the single-player based content with over 40 downloadable content sections from all 3 games that include all the weapons, armor, and packs. It's all remastered in 4K Ultra HD with enhanced performance graphics, and it's all in HDR. They improve the graphics with enhanced models, FX lighting, shaders, depth of field, and even the audio sounds better. The gameplay is amazing in these games, but what really sets this trilogy apart is how much control you have over the outcome of the story. Your relationships with the other characters and the choices you make along the way in one game can affect what happens in Game 2 and in Game 3. It really is actually mind-blowing that they managed to make that work. I only played the second game many years ago when it was on Xbox, but I am fully planning to start from the very beginning and play through all 3 games. This would have definitely landed at the very top of the list if it weren't for the absolute biggest game on Game Pass. At number 1, Starfield. The fact is, Starfield is one of the biggest games released in years, and it was immediately available on Game Pass at launch, which easily makes it number 1 on this list. It's an open-world RPG set in space, and it's truly massive in scope. You customize your character, decide your background and traits, and set out into the galaxy. You pilot your own ship, personalize it, build outposts, assign crew members, join factions, battle space pirates, explore planets, gather resources, unravel mysteries, and seek out mysterious artifacts that will change your perception of reality in the most fundamental ways. This game is truly a beast. I've played quite a lot of it, but there is so much to find and explore that it's truly going to take years of playing, modding, and replaying before it really feels like a completed experience. This game alone is a good enough reason to get Game Pass, not to mention all the incredible other gaming opportunities that are available. It may sound like I'm just advertising for Game Pass, but it really is worth it if you want to just play some really incredible games and not spend a ton of money. So, there you have it, the top 10 Xbox Game Pass games. What is your favorite game on this list? What are other games on Game Pass that you've played that you think deserve to be on here? Which game do you wish they would add to Game Pass? Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and then check out some of my other game lists, plus much more. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time on Game List Plus.